All right, I did a video earlier here for TikTok. I'm going to touch base on a couple of things. We're going to talk today about shithole countries, and it's connected to the first video I did about the First World War One. And as I told you in that video, the First World War One is not the one that they told you it was in history. That is actually World War Two, is what they told you or taught you in history class. The First World War One came after the Berlin Conference, in which Africa was divided up and 14 nations of Europe attacked Africa and killed millions of people. But this brings us to the remark that President Donald Trump made about shithole countries pertaining to Africa. Well, let me tell you something about these shithole countries and how they got into the disaster state they are now, that they are experiencing now. It came from European intervention in the success and the progress of the African continent. Africa has all the gold, all the diamonds. I mean, India has diamonds too, but let's just face it, Africa is loaded. Gold, diamonds, uranium, plutonium, all the stuff that is used in all the modern high-tech equipment. This is all coming out of Africa. If you go back to the history of Europe and Africa, the only way Europe and America are rich to this day is from their exploitation of African resources. So as for shithole countries, let's just try this. Why don't you get the hell out of Africa and let them prosper and develop on their own, and we will then see who is the shithole country. Because once Europe and America loses the natural resources of Africa, guess who's going to become a shithole country? So know your history. Once again, just touching base on my first video, let me talk about something else. Africa industrialized Europe. Architect, plumbing, building construction, masonry, medicine, all that was given to Europe by Africa. So the so-called shithole countries actually developed Europe, and Europe wouldn't be nothing without African knowledge and intelligence and wisdom that was the fuel to push Europe and America to where it is to this day. Now, excuse my voice for cracking. Let's get back to what I was talking about earlier. Just a refresher as I let you go. The First World War One was the war against Africa, and it came after the Berlin Conference when 14 nations divided up Africa and brought in the machine gun and mowed down Africans by the millions. Ethiopia did not experience this because they were friends with Russia at the time, and Russia supplied them with guns. So as always, I encourage you to learn your true history. You're not going to get this in school. So what they've taught you is World War One and Two is actually 2 and 3. The fourth one is coming because unfortunately all the former colonial powers are going back to Africa to get its natural resources again. Hey, I'm Torn Ra Sematari. Always come at you with the real truth. Hit me up on Facebook. Got educational stuff on my YouTube channel. And as always, I will confirm. Thank you.